All right, so we're going to pick up where we last left off. So we got this working here, but another way we might want to work with this is with Jupyter Lab. So what I want to do is I want to get Jupyter Lab installed. And so I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to make a new document over here so we can kind of follow along. And so this one's going to be Jupyter server. I mean, I suppose this one could be separate. We'll make a new folder here called Jupyter server. And I'll make a new README here. And I'm going to probably want to create a new environment. So I'm going to go, yeah, it's always good practice for us to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete this one. So I can say deactivate. And this will be conda remove -n hello -all -yes. And so we'll want to make a new one here. And let's see if I can do this from memory. So what we're going to do, we can still work in the hello folder. It's totally fine, as this is a very small application. But what I'm going to want to do here is first create an environment. So we'll say conda create -n, and this one will be called serve for server. And we're going to stick with Python 3.10.0. We do want IPY kernel, so IPY kernel. And I'm going to do -y. So that's going to give us a base install. That's great. I think that there's a spelling mistake because it did complain. I have this habit of making NAL instead of NEL, so that's my fault. So that's going to install it there. Now to install Jupyter Server is really, really, really simple. All we need to do is we need to just say conda install -c conda forge. Conda forge Jupyter Lab. And again, you probably don't have to put -c conda forge. I just do that out of habit. It's just telling where to explicitly pull it. And so that's going to install it for us. So let's go over here and I'm just going to say yes. So what steps did we just do? We did conda create -n serve Python 3.10.0 IPY kernel -y, and then we're doing conda create or conda install -c conda forge Jupyter Lab. Was that it? Jupyter Lab. That's right. Okay. So that's going to install Jupyter Lab, but now we need to start it. So the way we started was to type in Jupyter Lab -- no browser. I mean, yeah, we don't have to. You could say browser if you wanted to, but this is just the way we have it. Allow root, and we're binding on 00000. That way that we can access it from anywhere. So 00000. We'll hit enter, and I spelled allow root wrong. If you spell things wrong, it won't work. So go ahead and hit enter here, and so now it's starting on port 888. I'm going to open the browser, and so here is our initial server. It wants us to authenticate. And so what we'll need to do is set up a password or token. So it's up to you. I mean, if you're using this often, I bring the token in here and set your own password. So I'm going to go over to here. And so we have here this token here. Okay, so I'm copying that. And I'm going to go back over to here. And so I'm pasting the token in here. A lot of folks had a lot of trouble pasting this token here. So you could do one over here and never have to do it again, or you can set a password. I don't know. I'm going to put it up here. It's up to you what you want to do. I mean, worst case, you can tear it down and reset it up. And so now we have our Python environment. So we'll work in here, and we have our existing notebook. So if we go here, you can see we can run it. And so now we have it set up. There are some things that we don't have here, and so there are extensions that you might want to install for Jupyter Lab that we might want to install. So let's go ahead and just see if there's ones we can find. So Jupyter Lab popular extensions install conda. Let's see what we have. I know like one that I always want to install is the GitHub one or the Git source one. So that'd be interesting if we go here on the left-hand side. Is excited to have a robust system. We'll say yes. And so these can be installed via conda. But here we might want to have one like the Git. So I'm not sure what that one's called. GitLab, Jupyter Lab Git. So this is something we can do. We can go back over to here. I'm going to leave this running. I don't want to kill it. So I'm going to open up another terminal here. And we're in base right now. So I'm going to do conda activate hello. Did I install all this in base? What am I running here? Is this base? Yeah, I want to stop the server for a second. Oh, we installed everything in the base. Remember I said you want to activate it? It happens sometimes. So I guess I forgot to activate it. That's totally fine. We'll take a look at how to set a reset base here in a moment. But we are working in base and we really shouldn't be. And so that's starting back up on port 888. But let's say we want to install it and we'll just install it in the wrong place. So we can do, was it conda -c conda forge install. Oh, sorry, it's installs on this side here. Install. And this will be Jupyter Lab Git. Okay. So I think they're the same name as the extensions to install them. -y or just y there. And if we go back over to here, I'm not sure if we have to restart the server for this to take effect. So give this a hard refresh here. So we still don't see it because we don't have any way of, it did pop up and complain there a second ago. If we give that a refresh, what was wrong? Git extension unavailable. Please ensure you have installed the Jupyter Lab Git server extension. Installing pip install upgrade Jupyter Lab Git. To confirm the server extension is installed, run Jupyter server extension list. So I'm not sure what it's complaining about there, but what I'm going to do, because I don't trust its complaints. I'm going to go back over to here. Whoops. And I'm going to do the old trick of stopping and starting it again. So we're going to stop it and start it again. Because it didn't know about that extension prior to here, and we'll give this a refresh. And so now it shows up, okay? So that's one way we can install extensions. I think that we can install them here on the left-hand side, but sometimes your environment does not allow you to do that. So sometimes you have to do it through conda. But maybe there's something else that we would like to install. Ooh, pastel colors. That sounds like fun. So if I want to install this, we'll click the little install button here, and will it install it for us? It says you need to refresh the page. Give us a nice hard refresh here. And I don't know. I mean, it's installed, but it doesn't feel like it's here. So I don't trust it. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out. And I'm going to reopen it again. So we'll say localhost 8888. See what we get here. I still don't see our pastel colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, do the usual trick. Stop the server, restart it up. Go back over to here. I mean, it says it's installed. Why don't I see it? So go down here. Yeah, like, wow, that looks so much nicer. So it says, install the Jupyter Lab extension pip conda. Okay, so I mean, it didn't work that way. And so I don't really trust the extensions installed this way. I feel like if you want something installed, you have to really do it this way. So do that. We'll say yes. And I'll restart the server here. And we'll give this a nice refresh here. Okay, well, I mean, it's definitely installed. Okay, so we say install the Jupyter Lab extension. We did that. It's definitely installed. Start and restart Jupyter. If it's already open, reset the application. Go to settings. Oh, okay, so it's not that it's not installed. We just had to go over here to do it. Oh, cool, we have all these themes. Well, look at that. Okay. I think these are all the ones we installed was these ones here. That one's pretty nice. So yeah, maybe these do work here on the left-hand side and I just was kind of ignorant. What other kind of extensions could we go here? Let's just see if there's another one. There was another like cat one. I'm not a huge fan of cats, but sorry cat folks. But maybe there's another one here that was like cat related. I'm trying to find one that like we'll be able to notice right away if we were to use it. Let's go up to here and just say like Ruby. Can we get Ruby in here? No. Let's type in cat. I guess that's only for ones that are, oh yeah, it is searching down below. It's just updating the list. So when I typed it here, there we go. Now I'm starting to see one. What's this? It has no page. Well, I don't think I trust ones if I can't find them. Can we type game in here? Like, do we get a, is there like a game? Nope. Can we get Ruby, like another runtime? Nope. But anyway, again, I feel more confident installing it via the terminal here and just restarting. And so anyway, that's Jupyter Lab server. If you want to do more with it, there's obviously more configuration that occurs, but this is how I have it set up on my machine in another user account here. And so when I want to work on the Intel AI developer kit from my main computer, I can just connect to the server and it runs on a particular port. And so if I start it up, I just go to localhost whatever, or sorry, not localhost, but the name of the actual server, and that is good enough for me. So yeah, we went over here and we installed a couple things. So maybe we'll just go ahead and show those instructions here. So just want to bring those back over. So we have this one here, which is how to start it. It's very, very hard to copy and paste out of here. It's very frustrating. There we go. So that's one. And we installed, oops, the Git one here. There we go. That was one that we installed. And then there was another one that we installed, which was the themes. Nothing crazy though. There we go. So we'll go ahead and commit this. All right, and so you're pretty much set up for local development now. So yeah, there you go. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.